Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to Daily Diaries Friday. This community is built on love, support and positivity, and I'm so grateful that you're a part of it. If you love the Sussexes, you're in the right place. From their royal roots to their independent path, we cover the latest news, heartwarming moments and exciting updates with a positive touch. Let's explore their journey together. Subscribe now. Let's keep growing together, keep shining, and keep lifting each other up. Remember to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts and insights. Thank you for being the heart of Daily Diaries Friday. Today I have an interesting video, so stay tuned, squaddies, and let's dive in. It's fascinating how the British media, particularly the Daily Mail, continues to spiral into a bizarre, relentless, and frankly unhinged obsession with Meghan's Sussex. Their latest fixation, the fact that Marcus Anderson, a longtime friend of Meghan's from her Toronto days, has not appeared in her Netflix show With Love, Meghan. This is apparently cause for speculation, concern, and, most importantly, baseless insinuations. Let's break this down. Someone recently pointed out that the media outrage towards With Love, Meghan is, in part, driven by the fact that the Duchess of Sussex clearly has a strong and loyal network of friends. These are people who, unlike so many figures in the British royal orbit, do not sell her out to the tabloids for a quick buck. There are no leaks, no anonymous sources close to the Duchess whispering to the press, and no indications of any disloyalty. Instead, Meghan's friends, both long-standing and new, are happy to show up for her, support her, and participate in her projects. This, of course, does not sit well with the British press. They have spent years crafting the narrative that Meghan is isolated, disliked, and abandoned by those around her. So what do when faced with clear evidence to the contrary? They pivot to something even more ridiculous. Why isn't every single one of Meghan's friends appearing on her show? Which brings us to the Daily Mail's latest attempt to manufacture drama, the supposed mystery of Marcus Anderson's absence from With Love, Meghan. Marcus and Meghan became incredibly close when she lived in Canada. He is a high-level executive at Soho House, and their friendship dates back well before her royal days. He was a key figure during the early days of her relationship with Prince Harry, and yes, he attended their 2018 wedding. However, according to the Mail, his failure to appear on Meghan's Netflix show is somehow evidence of a rift. But wait, there's a problem. The Daily Mail itself knows that Meghan and Marcus are still friends. They literally acknowledge it in their own reporting. Marcus was seen with Meghan as recently as December, when they both attended a mutual friend's baby shower. Before that, he was with Meghan and Harry at a hockey game last year. He was even in Montecito during King Charles' coronation weekend in 2023, where he was spotted hiking with the Sussexes. These are not the actions of someone who has drifted away from Meghan. One of Marcus's own friends pointed out he's an extremely busy professional. Soho House has 42 locations worldwide, and he spends most of his time traveling for work. This alone would be a sufficient reason for him not to take part in a lifestyle series. Additionally, another source noted that Marcus is not comfortable in the spotlight. A very reasonable stance, especially given how toxic and predatory the British press can be toward anyone associated with Meghan. But the Mail isn't stopping there. They also take issue with the fact that Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, and Gloria Steinem have not appeared on With Love, Meghan. Because apparently, if someone is Meghan's friend, they are contractually obligated to make a guest appearance on her cooking show. The absurdity of this logic is staggering. Gloria Steinem, for example, has dedicated her life to feminist activism. Does it really make sense for her to appear on a show about sprinkling edible flowers on pastries? Why would someone like Oprah, one of the busiest media moguls in the world, randomly drop in on a casual Netflix cooking series? These women are incredibly accomplished and have their own packed schedules. Expecting them to rearrange their lives to participate in With Love, Meghan is completely unrealistic. But what's really driving this media frenzy? It's simple. Meghan has won. She is happy, thriving, and unbothered. And that, more than anything, is what infuriates the British press. The Daily Mail has published over 20 articles on Meghan just this week alone. Their desperation is palpable. Whenever she shares something positive on Instagram, they scramble to twist it into something negative, and when they run out of material, they start recycling ancient stories like that infamous balcony moment at Trooping the Colour from over 5 years ago. They are running on fumes, grasping at straws, and exposing themselves as petty, obsessive, and downright ridiculous. Today, they even went as far as to analyze Meghan's handwriting. Yes, really. According to some self-proclaimed expert, her handwriting allegedly suggests that she is craving attention and insecure. Because apparently the way you write letters on a page is now a psychological diagnosis. What happens when, with love, Meghan runs its course? What happens when her Spotify podcast launches on April 8th? The British media will have no fresh scandals to cling to. They will be left repeating the same tired talking points, desperately trying to stay relevant while Meghan continues living her best life. But here's a better question. Where are Kate and William's friends? If the Mail is so obsessed with tracking the social circles of royals and former royals, why don't they ever scrutinize the Prince and Princess of Wales in the same way? Meghan has so many friends that she can't even fit them all into her show. Kate and William? They are never seen with friends. No casual outings. No close-knit circles. Nothing. Why doesn't the media ever question that? At the end of the day, this entire Daily Mail piece is nothing more than a desperate attempt to discredit Meghan. They are frustrated that she remains beloved, successful, and surrounded by loyal friends. They are angry that they cannot paint her as isolated and lonely, and they are furious that she refuses to be bullied into silence. The truth is, Meghan is just getting started. It's only March, and already she is dominating the conversation. She is young, ambitious, and incredibly hard-working. Unlike certain members of the royal family, she does not sit back and rely on others to craft her image. She is building her own empire on her own terms. And that, more than anything, is what terrifies the British media. So to those obsessing over Marcus Anderson, Oprah, or Gloria Steinem's absence from With Love, Meghan, relax. There is plenty more to come. Meghan is just hitting her stride, and her work is far from over. There is still so much to create, to share, and to accomplish. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail and royal reporters will continue foaming at the mouth, publishing absurd hit pieces and spiraling into irrelevance. Meghan won, and it's driving them insane. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thanks for watching and being part of this amazing journey. You guys are the best, and I love you all. Your support means the world to me. If you had a good time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to catch our next adventure. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even just a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends, your family, or anyone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, stay awesome, stay motivated, stay safe, and keep shining. Catch you later, squaddies.